Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar's 658th video, baby. Yeah. There are 657 other videos on YouTube, a lot like the one you are about to see. The purpose of these videos is to teach you to be a better technical analyst. And if you are a better analyst and you can gauge those charts, I assure you it'll help you to become a better trader. Traders, 657 other videos out there from a guy who's been doing this now almost 29 years. Go look at those videos. Do yourselves a favor. Hey, futures trading we know is risky, and can cause substantial financial loss. If you do not have risk capital to lose, you should not be in this game. For you traders who are in the game and understand the risks and like to play in the futures industry, traders, woo-hoo, it's all about the US dollar. Now that was exactly what I said to you in my last video. In fact, I haven't even erased the board. This is exactly what was written on my board. This is exactly what was written on my board in the last video. It says, if the dollar goes back down, what you should expect are indices, currencies, commodities, straight back up. I put a few charts in front of you and said, it's all about the US dollar. Look at this wonderful channel we're in. The dollar's about to top out on that channel, and when and if it does top out, then you have a boost coming and you can buy your ES or your stocks Thursday and Friday, right? That is what I told you on Wednesday night in a video. Well, it is exactly what has happened so far, traders. The dollar failed right at the top of the big channel, and I'll show that to you in a chart, and has started to come down. At the very same moment, same day, same hour, the S&P and the Euro become bullish. They hit the bottom, or I should say the S&P hits the bottom of its channel. The same day the dollar hits the top of its channel, the dollar turns and drops, the S&P starts to rally. That's exactly the technical analysis picture we put before you on the board in our last video. Traders, you cannot beat technical analysis. There is no way on the planet that I would be able to make a call like that and tell you on a certain day that a dollar should stop going up and start to go down, and I gave the exact price the dollar would stop at. And it stopped right at my 78.80 spot. It's exactly what we thought would happen. Traders, there is no way to make calls like that using a crystal ball. We know crystal balls don't exist. We don't have them on this planet. And you can't just guess. There's only one way I've ever found in my 29 years now to figure out if a market will stop here and drop there or stop here and rally to there is via the art of technical analysis. Traders, it really works well. I think on Friday, and of course Omni's not going to get every trade right, but I think on Friday, Omni nailed the high and low out of 4 markets. 4 out of 4. Not where you might stop and where you might drop to, but the exact high and low. That is not a possibility unless the art of technical analysis really does work. There's no way you can guess the high and low in 4 markets on the same day the night before. It is not possible. So I want you to recognize that technical analysis is a fantastic tool if used properly to figure out where we're going in the future, especially the immediate future. So I'm here to teach that to you. If you'd like to learn more about it, you come on down to www.livewithoscar.com. Jump into my Omni Trading Academy. Stop in my trading rooms and hook up with me where I can act as your mentor and help you be a much better analyst and traders. You can say what you want. There's a lot of junk out there. There's a lot of people pretending to be analysts. There's a lot of people holding up these little programs going, look, that's how we make all the money in the world. You know what? I've never found any of those to really work out. What I have found works is you sit down with a pen and a piece of paper in front of your computer and you work on those charts until you start to see formations that are repetitive with indicators that confirm one another, and you start to recognize trading turns. That's the best way to be a trader. When you try to listen to these others that aren't using analysis and are using fundamental data, which is basically their own ideas, misconstrued completely by most people, those people you should not be following. If you're not using technical analysis, or the person you're following is not using technical analysis, I assure you they are going to get this way more wrong than right. there is no way to figure out these massive fundamentals that are before us. I know that baby, I know this video, but I got a surprise for you. Instead of doing our Ask Oscar segment or the comment question segment of the day, I'm not going to listen to you on this. I'm going to do something different. The comment question of this video today is going to come from me out to you Omniacs, and this is what I'm getting at. A few weeks back in one of my YouTube videos, after going out and noticing that here in Las Vegas, the worst on record, the worst hit, worst depressed real estate state in the nation, our real estate has really taken a beating. I noticed about 5 to 8 weeks ago, somewhere in there, that real estate is starting to pick up, and that the house next to me went, the house down the street went, and the property behind me went, and my real estate friends started telling me that, believe it or not, Oscar, we're starting to see some differences here, and we're starting to see it pick up. So with that, I got in front of the YouTube video, and I said, traders, I have a question for you. In your town, and I don't expect this to be happening everywhere at once, but in your town, have you noticed that houses that were sitting empty are slowly starting to finally go, and people are moving into those houses? And I expected the response to be a poor response, that no, it's not happening in my neighborhood, thinking it was only here in Vegas. Traders, the response was overwhelming, not just from the United States, but from all over the world. 90% of the people who responded to my question about real estate in their neighborhoods, and I wasn't saying, is it looking like it's going crazy, just are you seeing it moving a little? And everyone but about 3 people wrote in and said, Oscar, amazingly, I have to agree with you. I am seeing it in my neighborhood. Now, someone from Florida wrote in and said no, and someone from Detroit wrote in and said no, and somebody from California wrote in and said no. There were 3 no's and about 50 yeses. That's a lot, traders. If you do a sampling, it's a lot of little states and countries where people wrote in and said, Oscar, I see real estate starting to trickle a little bit. It's starting to move. Okay, so the question worked because my observation was, hey, if I'm noticing it happening in my neighborhood, I bet you if I ask my fans, there'll be a great gauge on whether it's happening in their neighborhoods or not, and then we'll know if the recovery is gaining legs. All right, that question went well. The answer was what I seen in my own town. Yes, things are starting to pick up, and I'm not saying that they're going crazy. But REITs, real estate investment trusts, have been really going up lately. People are buying them. Mutual funds are getting back in. Jumbo mortgages, mortgages that are $750,000 or more, have gone up over 260% this year, traders. Those are mortgages that banks wouldn't even give out a year ago. Things are starting to get slightly better, and I'm not here saying, great job, the world is better, but I'm here to say, when I ask these questions, I'm actually getting responses that are really opening my eyes. Tonight's comment question to you. Traders who don't know my life as well, because you don't know me personally, I don't even get to leave this complex most times throughout the week. If I leave, it's to run to a school or pick up one of my kids. I come right back, and I stay locked in this place from Sunday all the way to Friday. So I don't get to go out and go shopping all day or go shopping all week or go through the malls. However, the last 5 to 7 days, I have been out with my wife, who's remodeling and redecorating our home. So she has taken me to every mall and every store, and oh my God, with these curtains, but we've seen everything, right? Here's what I found really, really interesting. This is the busiest that I have seen stores and streets and parking lots and inside of movie theaters and inside the casinos and all over where I have been in the last 10 days. I could not believe the buzz of activity. It's not Black Friday yet. It's not the big shopping spree that everyone starts after Thanksgiving. It's not all the sales that everyone's rushing out for. That doesn't start until Friday this week. This is your average Saturday, Sunday, and through the week. I went out a little bit this week. I know I don't get out much, but I actually left the complex and saw stuff. Amazing, traders. I am seeing a huge amount of just buzz, if you will, happening. More people, more shopping, more things going on, more activity, and in Vegas, more tourism than I have seen probably in the last 2 years. My question to you tonight is this, my comment question to you. In your neighborhood, in your local malls, in your local shopping centers, in your supermarkets, Are you noticing more activity now than what we've seen over the last 2 years? Is it crowded? Are the parking lots more crowded than usual? Are the lines in the stores longer? Did you notice Walmart full of people lately compared to usual? I have been noticing all over the place, everywhere I go. In fact, I must have commented to my wife 15, 20 occasions in these last 10 days that I just looked over and went, wow, is this different than what I've seen in the last 2 years? This place is getting busy. And I found myself saying that in 15 different locations, separate parts of the city. I am telling you, if it's happening in Vegas, it's got to be happening everywhere. Now, that doesn't mean right in the middle of Detroit, where they're not building cars in 4 factories, that everything's rosy. I don't expect that. I am asking you, if in your neighborhood are you starting to see a little bit more of a buzz of activity? Businesses doing a little better, stores kicking out some stuff, Home Depot busier than you've seen it in a while, and Lowe's. Like I said, Walmart, the malls. Now, if you wait until this Friday and go on Black Friday, you know, of course, everything's going to look really busy. I'm saying check this stuff out tomorrow. See what you think and write back to me, traders. Please write back to me. Tell me what you've noticed in the last week. Go out by tomorrow and tell me what you see. And write back to me right below this video. You can just write a comment. Tell me what you see. You can shoot us an email if you come to our site. Just click Email Oscar. Click the Email Oscar link. Shoot us an email. Shoot us a message. Leave something at the bottom of YouTube. Traders, these surveys really help. They help to keep me in line with the larger picture, which of course helps to keep you, my Omniacs, in line with the larger picture. So if you can, please humor me and answer that question. Good, bad, or indifferent. Now, I don't want you to answer this from your opinions, because there are a lot of nuts out there, and all they're going to go is, Oscar, predicting wrong everything, because that's all we ever hear. Oh my God, it's the worst. Well, I don't want to hear from you guys, right? I want to hear from the people that actually walk around with their eyes open and have some optimism in their minds, or at least have an open mind that, yes, we can actually recover, just like in the 80s, just like in the 1920s, just like after 2001, just like after 2008. Of course we're going to recover. You guys, let me know if it's already starting to happen in your neighborhoods. All right, so, long-winded, I know. All right, traders, now I want to show you the dollar index chart. And then I want to show you what the other indices, or a couple of other indices, are doing based upon what the dollar is doing now. Traders, with no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, this very same chart is the chart I put before you in our last video. The video that was titled, It's All About the US Dollar. In that video, we were right here, and none of these bars existed. We were testing it right there. That was our line, end of chart. I basically came out here and said, traders, the indicators have turned bearish. You've rallied from the bottom of this channel to the top, which is a usual event. And once it gets there, it goes back to the bottom. So here we are. We rally to the top, and I literally come out in front of the camera and call for go long ES, go long NASDAQ, dollar's going down, the jig is up, and you can go long currencies, especially euro. And I came out right in front of the camera, and I made that statement here on Wednesday night. Traders, look at what's happened as we finished Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. Boom, boom, boom. It is failing here just as we expected it to do. And this isn't all, traders. What I want you to recognize is that we are in this parallel channel. It is failing at the highs of the channel and making lower lows when it gets to the bottom of the channel, keeping dollar index in what we call a bear market. So, it's all about the dollar. If the dollar goes down, the S&P should go up. Traders, the same exact day that the dollar hit the top of the channel, the S&P hit the bottom of its expanded channel. I came out in front of this camera. I showed you the expanded channel to traders. The parallel channel simply expanded. It's a good spot to buy. And look at the rally. 1, 2, 3. 3 rally days, and then a gap open higher tonight on Sunday night. And this market looks like it wants to go all the way back up here. Of course, you have to get through the middle first, but we'll worry about that when we get there. Market looking strong, traders. This is the very same chart I put before you and said the parallel channel simply expanded, and that is okay in a bullish market as the market starts moving. And now our new channel will be here, and you'll stay inside of it. So that is what's happening now. Traders, the leader of U.S. indices, the Dow Jones Transportation Average. I put this chart before you in the video just before the dollar index video, and I said we just got below two things. Previous highs that were set back in May of this year, and we just got below the channel, and I came out and said I believe this is nothing more than a test of previous support, and it will hold and move higher. In fact, I wrote on the board and on this chart, will it stay below for long? Traders, not only did it get back above the bottom of this channel, it is back now above previous yearly highs. It is kissing the bottom of a trend channel, and look at the bullish indicators. Look at this. Went all the way down to the oversold area and now have given us a bullish signal, as with slow stochastics went all the way to oversold and has now given us a bullish signal. And if you look at many of your other technical indicators, you will see the exact same thing. So it was all about the dollar. The dollar did stop right at the high of that parallel channel. The U.S. indices did stop at the bottom of their parallel channel and reversed direction same day. Technical analysis absolutely works well. Do your own homework, pull your own charts, compare the dollar move that we just witnessed to the stock market move, and you will see they are almost exact opposites, the dollar leading every wiggle. Do your homework, traders. So, traders, you've seen those charts. I mean, that's a great technical argument for the dollar to head lower again, the indices to head higher, the currencies to head higher, and in fact, if the dollar continues lower, indices, currencies, commodities, right back up. Keep your eye on the ball here, traders. Now, what else is there? The one bad thing we have this week is that we have, well, it's good and bad. We have Thanksgiving coming on Thursday, traders. The Thanksgiving holiday here in the United States. That's when we all get to celebrate the fact that we raped, pillaged, and killed all the Indians and took their property. But we celebrate that here, okay? Happens to be a really, really big celebration in this country. What happens is mass exodus out of the trading floors, out of Chicago, out of New York, where all the big trading floors happen, and everyone goes out to their vacation homes, up in the Poconos, out to the Hamptons, off to the Jersey Shore. People leave town. Traders, I was on the floor for 25 years. I am not guessing. That's what will happen starting Tuesday. Mass exodus. All the professional traders are on their vacations, going to visit mom, you name it, but they won't be at their desks. That will leave a handful of sharks and all the newbies getting their eyes plucked out. My advice to you is step out of this thing on Tuesday and don't come back till after the holiday. Now, we always expect holiday reversals in markets leading into a 3-day holiday weekend. This is a big, big one here in the United States. Big 3-day holiday weekend. Lots of people go on vacation. I do think this, though. I think that the S&P is so bullish right here that it might not pay attention to market reversals all the way up until Wednesday. You might stay bullish right Monday, Tuesday. You might not see any reversal at all. And if you do get it, it might be a small one. And right back into the chute come Friday and Monday. So traders, I don't even know if we're going to actually get the holiday reversals. And we don't always get them, but you get them out of 8 out of 10 holidays, right? 8 out of 10 major 3-day holiday weekends, you can count on reversals. Will they always happen? Well, I think what happened was last week we reversed down and started to come up only on Friday, Thursday into Friday. It hasn't had enough time to do its thing before a holiday reversal could happen, in the ES at least. So I think that the stock market might just refute this holiday reversal. We'll see. I always expect it. I do expect it. And I'm not going to trade anyway after Monday night, Tuesday, because reversal or not reversal, I don't care. I know better. I'll be out of here like all the professionals. All right, traders, please keep that in mind. Please keep your powder dry. Keep your emotions out of this thing. And hey, I apologize about that little rant I just went on before the chart segment, but traders, in all honesty, you haven't seen nothing yet. I have so much building inside of me that I have to say in one of my YouTube videos that maybe the next one or the one after that, but I'm going to stand here and talk to you people for a little while about what is happening now and what is real as opposed to the insanity that you hear about. But I'll try to get through it as soon as I can. I'll try not to rant too much in this video, but there's a lot building up, and there's a lot of stupidity out there, traders. There's a lot of people that just don't understand what's going on, and they take their opinions, and they spit them out, they write letters, and they trade wrong. Lots of bad things going on because people just don't see what's happening. So I have a rant video coming at you sooner or later, so stay tuned. It's either the next one or the one after it, but I'm going to sit here and I'm going to give a nice piece of my mind, what I have seen, what I have recognized, where I think it means we are going. I've been doing this a lot longer than most of you. I'd tune in. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Traders, give me a call anytime, 702-629-4755. And if you'd like for me to be your broker and personal analyst and trading mentor, you come on down to my site, open up a trading account. That is the best way to get close to me. All right, traders, I'll see you for my next video. Make sure you keep your eyes on the ball. Make sure that you look to buy dips in the ES because that's what should work on Monday. And then by Tuesday, get your butts out of town. All right, traders, remember, try to keep your emotions out of this thing as best as you can because emotional decisions or shooting from the hip decisions, they don't seem to work for anybody. Keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out.
Always remember, futures trading is risky and can absolutely result in substantial financial loss. Traders, trading futures is not for everybody. It's not suitable for every trading account. And as always, past performance is not indicative of future results.